Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum podcast, the only space you need to be for anything dirty, nerdy, and curvy. I am the chosen one, Zach Winters, and with me, as always, my friends, brothers, and cohorts, the human trash panda Darkness.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
And the giggling sewer ginger himself, Big Vicious, who's not here right now because once again has technical problems.
I think his problems are more than just technical at this point, but yeah. They're elaborate, but they're not technical.
They're weirdly elaborate for somebody who can't. He was on the call with us just a second ago. He could hear us, but he couldn't chime in through his phone. For some reason, for somebody who's in the Portland metro area, he can't. He has worse internet than I do at this point.
So he may pop in, he may not. This may be a impromptu, wonderfully dark episode.
Yeah. Once again, well, those are the ones that get the most listens anyway.
Yeah, especially if I come with a catchy enough sequel tagline that I can steal. Uh-oh, is he logging in? It says he's connected, but he's got zero fucking green bar to show that he's got any audio coming in.
We're going to get another thing where he's just like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. Anyway, so he may or may not be with us, but we're just going to keep going because you guys need your weekly fix.
So. We do it for the people because that's the type of entertainers we are.
Professionals, that's what we are. Consummate professionals.
Always. Speaking of consummate professionals, me and Darkness just got back from a show over in Roseburg.
Yeah, we, if you could call it that. I mean, there was 3 fucking wrestlers, and you and I were 2 of them, so...
Yeah. Well, it was more of just like a little get-together that the promoter was having for his kid. It was just like a little birthday party. It was fun, and I wanted to. The promoter's a cool guy. I wanted to help him out with throw his daughter's birthday, and I really wanted to knock some rust off.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Is just seeing if all my gear was still intact, and if I could still fit my fat ass into it. Which, I actually weigh less now than I did when I stopped wrestling a year ago.
Yeah, that was nice because I got a singlet now, and it holds in the muffin top now, so
yeah,
I look a lot more svelte than I am.
Like you said, with fucking singlets, you're always turtling. So
yeah,
you lose it from around the gut, but you lose it in the crotch too.
I had that problem all fucking day where I was just like, if I sat down a funny way, oh my god, I'd start turtling like a motherfucker. Guys, anybody listening to this who has a penis knows what that is. Women might know what that is.
And maybe if they were like, we could make it akin to wearing a sports bra. I
don't know how bajanguses work, so I don't know how to equate it to anything else.
Yeah, just taking what you got and crushing it down as as compact as you can in order to go out and wrestle, I guess.
But Pa was there, which was fun. He got I haven't seen Pa in a year, and he's grew out this big old beard, and he already had gold face paint on, and I got excited and I hugged him, and I still have gold face paint all over my fucking $75 pea coat, so that's cool.
Yeah, I rode out with him, and that was a long drive. Usually it's a whole van load of us, but since it was just me and him, he took a smaller car, and he rambled on for like 2.5 hours for the drive out there. About when wrestling starts up again, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm like, all right, Pa. And then when
this is who I am in the ring.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing. All the stuff he was going to do to reestablish himself when we got up and going again. I'm like, all right, cool, And then, there'd be a 5-minute silence, and I'm just like, oh. And then he would go back into it forgetting that we had just talked about it for the last 45 minutes.
Yep.
So, but that's Paw. And man, that's why we love him.
That's Paw. The thing about it is, it's like talking to Boomhauer from fucking King of the Hill, though. You can only understand every third or fourth word that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, you kind of got to piece it together sometimes. But driving with him is a experience, I guess, to say the least. Every time he reaches down for a drink, every time he goes to vape, the car starts drifting across all lanes of traffic. Those idiot bumps that he starts rolling over at like 80 miles an hour, they don't seem to zap him back into the zone of driving. And yeah, he got gas and then got back on the freeway. He's like, "Where's my vape? Where's my vape?" And then he's down on the floorboards. And I'm like, "Fucking watch the road." And yeah, it was, you know, it's bad when the drive to and from the wrestling is more risky to your health than the actual matches themselves. But
I don't know what the fuck it was, but like my favorite thing was we were all getting. It was after the show. We were all getting undressed and changing back into street clothes, and like we're bullshitting about something, and out of nowhere you just hear Pa, "God damn it, Darkness!" Because you hooked his overall to his underwear or some shit, and he couldn't reach it instead of hooking it onto his pants.
I thought I was. I don't know what the fuck. He comes up and he's like fucking like half naked, and he's like fucking reach into my pants and clip these fucking suspenders. I'm like, what the? I'm like, okay. So I clip him, and then he goes through the whole show, and then I guess I clipped it into like his shirt or something too, and he was all pissed because he couldn't take his shirt off. I don't know what the fuck. I was like, Jesus, man.
Just because we just got done laughing about the story about him being mad at you for me showing him gay porn.
Yeah, like,
and then we're all bullshitting about something else, and then once again he just, "God damn it, Darkness!"
As anytime anyone does anything to him, it's somehow my fucking fault. Is I think like I'm the only guy he can fucking yell at, and I let him get away with it because I feel bad, you know. And you can do whatever. You steal his car, you show him gay porn, and everything else. The only person he could yell at is me, because if he yells at you, you'll just fire right back on him. And me, I'll talk to him like, "I didn't fucking do anything, Pa, knock it off." And you're like, "Fuck you, you old man, why don't you gum some fries? I want to watch that." And you just go off on him. And so rather than like get even more fucking put in the dirt, he just yells at me.
Because you can't give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and that's what he's doing with you.
Pretty much, but
oh my god, it was so fucking funny.
Yeah, it was good to get back in the ring after a year.
It was good, but I did that powerbomb spot with the kiddos we were working with, and holy fuck, I felt every year of not being in the ring, or every day of not being in the ring. I was like, fuck, it's been a year. I am gassed.
I went out. I didn't get gassed, but I got into a situation where it was like, because I had, not only was it the kids' first match, singles match, it was also the referee's first match. So it's you get into these situations where, you know, you have an established finish and then shit goes awry, and I'm like, okay, we got to fucking improvise now and try and figure this shit out. But I mean, as far as the ring itself, that's the only thing that really injured me.
That ring is fucking stiff as fuck anyway.
Yeah, and it's got one of those not the ring apron, but the ring, the fuck is it? The canvas, actually, itself. It's vinyl instead of it being like a material coat. Like,
so it's like a back chop every time you bump.
Yeah, and I've done like power bombs and shit where I land flat on my ass, and it's like getting slapped in the nuts because you land all flush with it, and since it's a hard surface, I'll jump up and I'll land straight on my ass for some kind of fucking move, and it just slaps my nuts, and I'm like, oh, that's what sucks about that ring. And then with this match, the kid gave me a DDT, and I spiked it, and it gave me like a burn on the top of my bald ass head because it's such a fucking. It's like getting slapped in the head with a piece of vinyl. It sucked, but
I thought you were having a weird reaction because we stopped at that gas station, and like all of a sudden your head's like rashing up. And I was like, "Did your fucking face paint causing that?"
Yeah, I thought it was at the time. I was like, "Oh no, it usually goes away." But then I looked in a mirror later on after you said that. I was like, "Oh shit, that's from the DDT that I took." So. But and then we go to that truck stop, and Pa just didn't take off his gold face paint. Everyone's looking at him like he's some crazy old man, which he is. So,
oh man, he gets so butthurt because after a year of not seeing him, he's in his gold shirt. He's got his gold face paint on, and the first thing I say to him is like, "You look like an Oscar if it melted."
Yeah, you look like a homeless Emmy. I was just, oh my god! But I mean, it was fun. It was nice to see everybody again and get Pa involved and all that good stuff. And
it was good. It was fun.
I got punched. Well, in the face
everybody as far as like me, you, and Ike. It was
I got punched in the face by a 6-year-old, so that was cool.
You know, I figure that happens a lot in your life, though.
6-year-olds, dude. But yeah.
Oh, so, you wanted to talk about this because I brought my daughter to the show.
Oh yeah. So, all right, we're the bad guys, and we're nobody likes us, the freak show, and all the kids are screaming and yelling that we're cheaters and that we suck and all this stuff. And there's one, we do our first opening spot for the show. We go back in the back locker room, and we hear one lone little voice screaming about the injustice that we had just fucking endured. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Because the ref fucked up the finish.
Yeah, so the referee was basically, what was supposed to happen was Pa was supposed to hook the guy's leg, get the referee to start jaw-jacking with him, and then I was supposed to go talk to the ref, and the kid was supposed to turn me around, hit me with his finisher, end of story. The ref, just fucking disqualified me for the one incident. He's like, well, I saw it happen. I'm like, how many times have you seen a fucking ref see something happen? But anyway, so we have to improvise and try and figure out a way. So I'm screaming about how the referee was paid off and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
So once we get backstage, we hear this one girl, this one little lone voice. No, he was paid off. You guys are cheating. You guys
because we have in that promotion, there's the big money Mike character who, he comes out, he's got fake $100 bills and he does all this shit. His gimmick is that I'm the richest guy in this promotion. And then, he's like, he's got his mic and he's going up to all the kids. And he's calling me the cheater champion and all this stuff. And he comes to my daughter, who sticks up for me, and says, "I'm not a cheater. You guys are cheaters because of what just happened. And the only reason your guys are winning is because you pay everybody off." That was fucking good.
And she is like passionate about you can tell that this poor kid, man, is, I don't know if she's clued into the business or not, but she is getting so worked up over this.
I've decided not to clue her in just yet because let her have some fun with it. There's something about that I still want to keep sacred to her. But then I also remember when hearing stories about, Cody Rhodes watching his dad on TV, thinking his dad's out there fighting for his life every week or some shit.
But they put her on mic, actually. It was funny. She's screaming on the microphone about the injustice of the whole thing. And we're just back laughing. We're like, oh, that poor kid. She was so passionate about pleading our case for us. But yeah, that was great. It was hilarious. Yeah, and when you get in a 6-year-old's face and you point at your chin and you tell them to hit you, come on, do something. They'll do it. They don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't know why you did it.
I I don't know, because I know that if at my age, if fucking a wrestler would have walked up and done that to me, I'd have been like, oh shit, I'm done. I just go sit back down. But no, this kid fucking swung. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I always get attacked by kids for some reason. It
That's
happened
true.
at BCW too. Like I was walking back to the locker room and I felt someone shove me and I was like, oh, it was like right on my hip. And I'm like, who shoves from that low of a, walk up and shove somebody. Why are you going to shove them at their waistline, I turn around and it's like this 4-foot kid. He's just like mad dogging me. It's like, okay, all right.
I've never been attacked by a child, but I've had the thing where they're all puffed up and they got their fist raised up at me,
Yeah,
and then usually I just do the jump at the little fucking the flex on them, the jump at them, and then they'll like get scared and run away or something.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, one of my favorite times I've ever insulted a child was when I was working at a promotion DOA here in Oregon. I was working there, and this kid, like, we do a spot, and I powder out of the ring, and this kid's just, like, giving me so much shit. And at first I just tell him to shut up, and, like, he keeps going off at me, and I come up to the guardrail, and I tell him because I noticed he had a lazy eye.
Oh,
So I just fucking, you better shut your mouth before I come over this rail and knock that eye straight. And first of all, I've never seen a little kid look so, little kid, probably about 10, 11. He looked so appalled at that. But the thing that got me was that I almost broke was the kid's mom was sitting next to him. And she turns around, points at him and goes, ha 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 ha!
oh fuck. So yeah, you do have a stupid eye. Jesus. Oh man.
Are you getting are you getting V's messages?
Yeah, I just sent him another invite. We'll see if he can find his way on.
Anyway. But yeah,
So,
that was fucking hilarious.
yeah, I used to have a guy that would get drunk every show and just start berating me. And
That narrows it down.
Yeah, well, it was like some fucking fat beard, neckbeard dude. He was just sitting there, and like he'd bring his kids and just set them there, and then just drink into oblivion. And for some reason, he had it fucking out for me. He was so fucking pissed. And he's like, "I'm your daddy," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, that's damn right." And I was like, "All right." And I just started going at him, and V's like right behind me. He's like, "Come on, let's go." I'm like, "No, fuck this." So you my fucking daddy? He's like, "That's right, I'm your daddy." I said, "You owe me about 12 years of fucking back child support, you son of a bitch." And he's like, the whole crowd around him starts going like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Where's my fucking money? You owe me fucking money. You robbed me of my childhood, you son of a bitch. You just said you were going out for a pack of cigarettes and you never fucking came back." I just went off on this guy for like, and V's like, let's go. I was like a fucking pit bull on this guy, and he finally fucking backed off after a while.
V doesn't get the fun that like we get out of antagonizing people.
Yeah, no, I love it, but
Remember that old man who like I have tried because it's almost happened a couple times where I thought this old man was going to swing at me, but I always give him shit.
yeah.
The one in the wheelchair.
Yeah, you're worried the guy in the wheelchair is going to swing at you?
I thought he was a couple times because like he still like his legs still work. He's just old and he just needs a wheelchair. But he always yells shit at me, and I always just like hone in on him.
It's like take out the easiest prey in the room. I see how it is.
Oh yeah.
I go for kids and drunk people, and you go for elderly and
old people. What? Why would I attack? Why would I verbally attack somebody who could like fight back?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is a lot of people, not a lot of people. Like some guys will try and get somebody to swing at them because they know
Me.
that once they get that swinging, then they can go after them. And we've had a couple of incidents like that. But yeah, going after the easy prey is easy to do because you're not really going to get into it with them. Some people go out there trying to get that kind of reaction from somebody.
There's that, and it's usually if you, especially from a bad guy's perspective, if you go after like a kid or somebody in a wheelchair, they're usually the loudest people in the crowd, and they'll get everybody behind them, and you'll generate more heat that way.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of our job.
Welcome to Spilling Wrestling Secrets 101.
Ain't gonna be us that's spilling. This shit's well known already.
Did you ever see that show fucking back in the late, I think the late 90s, it was the Pro Wrestling Secrets Exposed or some shit?
Yep, I remember it.
She's a stunt granny.
Yeah. You do like shit. No, go ahead.
And it was just the biggest, like, load of bullshit, like shit that was like, oh yeah, they help each other fall down. Like, yeah, we know that.
Like, what? This should have come out like 20 years earlier for people to actually not know this shit. You do stuff with fans that I won't do. And I find it kind of crazy that you can get away with it. Like, you'll grab shit from them. You'll take things from them. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not crossing that line. Like, you'll grab their drinks and you'll fucking like drink them or throw them back at them, or you'll knock over a table with all their shit on it. I'm just like, no, I'm not going that route.
No, I got a ban from doing that at BCW though, because I was doing it too much, and the people were the venue was having to pay for beers.
Yeah,
because I just walk out and I'd fucking like my favorite would be celebrating a win, so I'd grab a full beer and just shake it and like spray the people with it.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit.
But like it got to the point where people were like handing me their shit.
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, that's one thing. Like, we'll spill out to the outside, and if they hand me their fucking Coke or something, like, all right, they want me to use it, fine, I'll use it. You just like sit in someone's lap and grab their drink and start drinking it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, makes it more fun.
Yeah, it's interesting what you can get away with when you run out there in spandex pants, you know.
Well, yeah. The things I can't do in public in spandex pants, I could do during a show and get away with.
That's right. So, yeah, I mean, that was the big wrestling show that we had, and V wasn't there, so we're trying to talk about it in buying time for him to figure out what the fuck he's doing, because he keeps logging in and going back out.
It's like he logs in, he could hear us, but for some reason his phone or his computer is just like, you banned the streaming service from using your audio or what the fuck ever. Like I said before, this is the reason where like he has like 15 computers, but he buys them all for like $100 each. And they're running at like Windows 95 or some shit.
Every time he opens one up, you've got mail. It's like, oh no. He can hear us saying this. He just can't say anything back. It's kind of like,
oh yeah, this is totally just us punching down at him.
He's in the chat listening, but then he'll chat to us and say, "That's a lie."
That's a lie. I mean, if he's sitting here listening to us, like, give us all the experience of it, because I got a brand new microphone, and I could up the sensitivity and give Darkness ASMR boners.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Yeah. Both laptops are $1,000 each. Bullshit. Which, no, because like my laptop was $1,200, and there's no way my like top of the line gaming laptop was like, because we went to your place and he pulls out something that was like the size of a fucking dictionary.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, remember the original Xbox? That thing was like 2 VCRs stacked on top of each other.
And the controller was like the size of a fucking hamburger.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it cost X amount of dollars back in the day, but doesn't mean you can still use it today.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about, so we can talk about it before he finds his way on here. Oh, Justice League. Let's tear that apart.
Oh, man.
Fucking Superman. What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit all the time.
He's gonna get pissed. All right.
That movie would be 15 minutes long if they cut out all the slow motion.
Oh, he's stealing my shit. Okay, I see. It's true, though.
Yep.
It's true. And they did take out my favorite scene, so fuck them. I don't care.
Which one?
Where Batman was
Which one's
fighting.
your favorite scene?
He was fighting on the roof of Gotham. He was fighting that regular criminal, and then.
Oh, that's how that. No, like, I don't know about that part.
I liked it, but whatever.
Because it was like this criminal sure does know an awful lot about an alien invasion coming in.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know, it was just good to see Batman like in Gotham doing his thing, where none of the other movies had ever had him really doing that. I mean, none of the other Ben Affleck ones had him doing that. So
yeah, I'd have liked to see Ben Affleck just doing taking care of street level crime first, because we immediately went from Ben Affleck being tired, grizzled Batman who's killing people to him fighting Superman to him fighting aliens.
yeah, pretty much. But I'm sure we'll revisit this when V comes back on.
Oh, he'll be mad because we're gonna tear it apart. It's the Justice League movie. It's like I told you before. It takes the movie from like a 1 out of 10 to like a 5 out of 10 maybe, because it's still not great.
Yeah. I mean, it was better than what it was, but it still wasn't great. That's what I said. I mean, they did a lot better. It was some stuff was cool to see, like Big Barda and Darkseid. And
Darkseid was cool.
Yeah, they somehow thought it was necessary to shoehorn Martian Manhunter in, and
yeah,
I was like, why is he here?
I was like, oh, suddenly now, okay, so Martian Manhunter is fucking Clark's mom for some reason.
Yeah. And that little scene at the end and everything, and they had a whole lot of setup for a sequel that's probably never going to happen.
They had a whole bunch of sequels or set up for sequels that are probably not going to be happening.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, you want to get the depressing shit out of the way?
This is your fucking segment. I don't know.
Yes,
I have nothing to do with it.
The darkness deaths of the week.
Darkness's depression corner.
Yeah. We lost George Segal and Jessica Walter this week. If you guys don't know who they are, then George Segal was the grandpa on the Goldbergs, and he was also in Just Shoot Me. And if you see a picture of him, you'll probably recognize him, know who he is. So he passed this week. And we also lost Jessica Walter, who was the mom on Arrested Development and the voice of the mom in Archer. So she was, how old? 80? So, yeah.
I mean, they're both, like, up there.
Yeah. But this is the thing. It's like, I wouldn't have, unless I looked at it for the purposes of the show, I'd have been like, oh, whatever happened to so-and-so, you know. But I am still thrilled to see that John Astin is alive and kicking, and that's good for me. He's pushing.
Still has the mustache too.
Yeah, he's 90, but he's still doing it, man. So
yeah,
kudos to him. But so yeah, George Segal 87 and Jessica Walter 80, and since last week, that's who we lost. So there you go. Depression corner is done.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see what else we got to go over here. You want to wait for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and see if V shows up?
Did that drop?
You didn't watch it, so then I'm not going to sit here and talk about it by myself.
I thought that drops tomorrow. Thought that fucking dropped tomorrow.
No, the episode 2 will be dropping tomorrow, since we're
fuck.
recording this on Thursday.
You're don't do that. You're ruining the illusion. This is live.
Yeah, well, it is because I'm not gonna go back and edit it. So, so it's like it's live because I won't fucking go back and do anything with it. But
God, you're such a piece of shit.
oh man, sitting back and listening to not only my own voice but your voice again. Fuck that. And then V, I can't edit out all the coughs, so I'm just like, fuck it. V just text, he's like, it's live for me. I can't believe he's just sitting there not fucking able to...
Just give us live commentary. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like when fucking Sign Guy sits there and watches it or listens to the show back and he starts sending me all of his running commentary. But this is live. Alright, V, you need to go into your phone's permissions, your app permissions, and you need to clear that up so that it'll let you record again. Because you probably just switched it off on accident.
I don't know if you played this yet.
I did! What?
I don't know if you played this yet, but Ghost of Tsushima?
No, I didn't play that one.
It's pretty good. I gotta finish it. I did the thing. Well, it's getting a movie.
Oh, okay. Do I know who's starring in it, or
not yet? They just announced the director who does the John Wick movies, and that'd be fucking rad because those I could see how his style would translate good to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that would be a pretty cool thing to see.
But like, Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't finish it because it does the thing where like it has all these little blips on the map, and the stupid part in my brain says I have to go to all those blips and get rid of those blips and clear off the map, and then I'll be satisfied. So by the time I do that, and by the time I get to the area's final boss, I wipe the fucking floor with him because I am so overpowered.
Yeah, I did. Oh, is it Mad Max, the video game? Is very similar in that.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it was a great kind of sleeper game because it came out the same week as I think Metal Gear Solid.
I love the whole customizable car thing.
Yeah, I would go through and I would hit every blip on the map. I would look for everything in every section, and then I'd get a boss, and it'd just be like, yeah, annihilation. So I know what you're going through with that. It's like, all right, well, that was a boss, but I did everything around him, so it was nothing.
so it kind of fucking, all right, well, moving on.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you get to the final boss, and that's the big bad of the whole game, and you just fucking clean house with him.
That's pretty cool. It's a hard game, but, you know. So, I was telling you earlier, speaking of video games, I got on the sale, I got Final Fantasy 15. I got Just Cause 4, and I got, I think it was...
Sexy Boy Road Trip.
Yeah, and I got, I think Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So, I got the last of the Tomb Raider games I needed.
Did you play Final Fantasy yet?
Yeah, that's the one I started playing. So, it's...
So much of sexy boys just like in button-down shirts with them halfway buttoned or just completely open.
Yeah, it's an interesting game because I've never played a Final Fantasy before.
Does something for me.
Does it?
I thought you were gonna play 9 first.
9 was there, but then they ask you for a bunch of not 9. Well, maybe it was 9. They ask you for like a bunch of weird permissions and stuff. So everyone's like, "Why do you need all this info on me to play this game?" But I didn't get that one. I went for 15 because I had been looking at 15 for a while and be like, it looks kind of interesting. So, yeah, so far so good. I mean, the combat mechanics are okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I'll keep it up.
Once you get more in depth with it, then yeah, it's pretty. It's really good.
But that's all I've got for video game stuff that's been coming up. They're making a new Lord of the Rings game where you play Gollum. What the fuck is he gonna do for the entire game?
Looks like it's They released a demo of it, and I'm looking to see if I could download the demo. But from what I could, it sounds like it's going to be mostly stealth game.
It's fucking Rainbow Six Gollum.
Yeah.
Wow. What the hell? Was it Rainbow Six? No, Splinter Cell. There you go. The Splinter Cell Gollum.
Despite the focus on stealth and platforming, combat is entirely out of the question here. You can manage stealth kills if you're sneaky.
Okay. Well, good for Gollum and good for keeping the IP alive, I guess.
I cannot wait for a new batch of fucking annoying people to imitate his voice now.
Oh yeah.
I was so over it in 2005, and I'm still over people who think they could do good Gollum impressions. The same with people who do fucking Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, or those dumbasses that always go after Borat.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that.
Or fucking Peter Stormare, or you know. Yeah.
We fucks you up, Lebowski.
Gollum is annoying as shit, so I'll be glad if that doesn't catch on.
You know what? I'll give it a try.
Okay. Be Sam Fisher Gollum and enjoy that game.
That sounds kind of awesome, though.
Well, maybe it would be like what is it? Abe's Odyssey?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of platforming.
Did you ever see like the behind the scenes stuff where like the behind the models of Gollum where he had a wiener?
No, I didn't delve that deep into it.
Let me see if I can find it now.
Oh, you're gonna. Well, it's your computer, so I'm sure it's used to it.
It has weirder things in there than Gollum's wiener.
Yeah, that's what I was. Gollum's wiener.
I mean, like, yeah, like the top thing on my Google search is man submerged in beans for 24 hours, ramen shop in Newburgh, octopus hat, and Vu Clear carrot cocktail, because I didn't know what the hell that was.
Okay. Well, I'm sure there's entire subreddits devoted to Gollum's wiener, so you're in good company.
You're thinking of DeviantArt.
Is that what it is? Okay.
You'll find all sorts of wieners there.
I'm sure. I'm not going to go looking, but I'm sure.
Why not?
I have no need, I guess, or desire.
This was a horrible idea. This was a horrible idea.
What have you done? What have you done?
There's like naked women just covered in filth dressed up as Gollum. There's a man with a Gollum mask on with his dinky hanging out.
Lovely. Aren't you glad you tuned in this week, guys? All right.
I'm upset with this.
If it upset Zach, you know it's got to be bad.
I question. She looks like a cryptid or something.
What the? Why are you sending this stuff? I didn't want to see it.
I mean, like, it's the same thing as like if I see it, you got to see it.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, but not really. So, wow.
So you're welcome for that. And if anybody else wants to follow along with us, just type in Gollum naked model.
Gollum. Oh, what the? That's disturbing ass shit. You'd think Gollum he's uncircumcised, I guess, you know.
I wonder how they did that in the Middle Earth days.
If you're thinking about it, you're putting too much thought into it. Oh, what the hell was that? Now you're just sending fucking gay porn.
Again.
Oh, so it's a Photoshop of fucking Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, oh, there's wood in there.
With that big old donger photoshopped on him.
Like, B's not in the fucking... Oh, he is still here listening. He just looks in the chat and sees all this. He's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
The fuck am I missing?
B has gone away. But he's still here. I don't know.
Quit the show.
He's like our guardian. Muted himself.
Anyway,
now he's connected.
I am putting that away now.
Yeah, please do.
I wonder if Pa will like it.
Start sending him shit. He wants to be on the show. He told me. Why and what we're going to talk about, I have no idea. But
Michael Keaton assessing COVID situation in the UK before reprising his Batman role.
Oh, they're going to film it over in the UK?
Yeah. Like, cause I get it. He's kind of up in that dangerous age, so.
Yeah. As opposed to the other Batman right now, who's fucking Catwoman on the fucking Batmobile, not giving a shit about COVID.
Just like a fucking man too.
This is how you do it. This is how you Batman, motherfucker.
You know, Michael Keaton fucked on the Batmobile.
Well, I mean, if you have access to it, you may as well. I mean,
I know I would.
Yeah, maybe during the second one where they had Michelle Pfeiffer hanging out, yeah.
And Dan DeVito.
Well, that's your own fantasy. That's your own fanfic right there.
me and Michelle Pfeiffer and Dan DeVito just in the corner in full penguin getup.
Just watching, not saying anything. Yeah, just making those noises.
making Dan DeVito noises.
Yeah. So what else we got here? They're putting Black Widow on Disney Plus. They're doing
for $50.
Yeah, they're doing the $30 treatment, but they gave us a release date. So, but that could change 10 times from now to then. Just like we thought the fucking Eternals was coming out.
Yeah, did you check the date on that first?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, actually, just so I can get specific. July 9th, 2021, I guess, is what they're looking at now. And that could be wrong. I don't know. I'm so sick of this shit.
So have you seen the newest trailer for Mortal Kombat?
The Johnny Cage-less Mortal Kombat movie? Is that
the Johnny Cage-less Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah.
Are you still butthurt about that?
Yeah, a little bit. May 7th now, 2021 is what I'm seeing. So, not June, May, June, I don't fucking know. I've got so many different things here. Anyway, Mortal Kombat trailer, what about it? What you got?
It's just that, like, every trailer that's coming out of it, it's looking less and less good.
Yes. This seems like one of those movies where the less they would have showed us, it probably would have been for their benefit. Some of the stuff that's been coming out, like, people ask, where's Johnny Cage? Why is there no Johnny Cage? Blah, blah, blah. And the answers that are coming back out from the director and stuff like that are kind of upsetting. So, yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it anymore. Thank God it'll be free. I'll probably watch it, but fuck it,
Oh, yeah, I'll watch it because it's free. And then there's a new character on there that I can't fucking... Oh. Like, who the fuck is Cole?
Cole is basically Johnny Cage's character. From what the director said, the white savior trope is old and played out. So they got rid of Johnny Cage and they put in Cole, which is a mixed race protagonist.
That doesn't make sense, though, because Johnny Cage isn't the fucking hero of Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang is.
It's exactly what people are, the same kind of fucking people complain that there's no Chun-Li in this movie, so that's what we're dealing with here.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, this person has has creative input into this movie, where he's just like, white savior character, not good, even though Mortal Kombat is the main character is an Asian man.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I'll watch it, but I'm not having high expectations for this at all.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it at all anymore. And then they introduced this new guy for reasons, who knows. What character do you hope is in it?
I would like to see like a decent reptile or smoke. I don't know how deep into the ninjas are gonna get with all this, but Baraka would be a decent Baraka would be cool.
Oh, not a guy in a Halloween mask.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many. I mean, if they're just gonna stick with Mortal Kombat, then they're pretty much gonna get all the characters in there. I didn't see any Shang Tsung. Was he in there?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe.
I don't know.
I think
I want
they should
Baracho,
put in,
damn it.
I was gonna say I want Baracho. I want Mocap.
Mokit, yeah. Striker.
Striker. The Centaur Man, who I can't remember now.
Motaro.
Motaru. In my head, I was thinking MODOK. I'm like, that's not it.
MODOK's from Marvel. It's that big head in the chair.
I know.
The one that you call Big V. I know all the
that.
Time. I need to get that part in. Let me finish, damn you.
So it looks like him. Who's the cat? Oh, Kintaro.
Yeah, Kintaro, Motaro, Goro. I think that's all for the. There's another one in
idiot.
I think part
the
4.
Idiot Creations.
Well, I mean, they were all stop motion and shit, so. Yeah, Shang Tsung's in it. So I just looked that up. Melina's in it. Cabal's in it. Cabal would be a cool one to see.
Cabal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Natara.
I think I kind of saw a clip of Melina, and she kind of looks like shit.
Yeah. Jax, Liu Kang, Radiant.
Oh, good.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Kano, Sonoblade.
I wanted to look up screenshots of the new Melina, and I opened up my phone, and there's Elijah Wood's big old donger to greet me, so thank you.
You hate when you're looking up porn, and then you have to turn your phone off real quick for some reason, and then you go back to your phone, and you forget you're looking at porn.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sitting at a restaurant, like, the waitress comes up. Here, look at our menu on your phone. Okay. Whoa, hold on a second. I'm not speaking from experience, even though it was very detailed. I don't know why I did that.
I'm pretty sure you're speaking from experience.
Maybe. But yeah. Mortal Kombat. I mean, the first one was goofy as shit, but it was still fun. And the second one was utter dog crap.
I think that one's still like, that one's the type of movie you like get everybody together and have a few beers and laugh at.
The Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was one of those. It's so bad. It's like, if if Christopher Lambert won't come back, there's a problem.
Christopher Lambert. I'm the Highlander.
Next month. What else have we got coming? When is Kong? Oh yeah, I saw that picture.
You saw that? Yeah.
Kong and Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong.
I don't
know. March 31st. So that'll
wow.
We can unless they fucking push it back. So next week we could probably talk about watching that one.
Yeah. I need to watch the other 2 newer Godzilla movies.
I'm looking it up, and Big V's still listening, and he's like texting when it comes out. I was like, oh yeah, I already found it, but thanks. That's what you should do. You should be like that fucking intern on all those big radio shows that just gets information for us.
V the intern.
V the intern. He can't talk back.
We provide the entertainment.
That's right, damn it.
And it's awesome because if we call him an intern, we don't have to pay him.
That's right. Not that any of us get any money from this, but you know.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, you get your fucking sponsorships on the side. You fucking dick.
I got my Comixology. I got
It's your one per
Image
episode.
Comics. I got all the stuff.
Yeah, shit. So, yeah, we got a lot of shit coming out, and nothing's really going to be in the theaters. So, again, we've talked about this plenty of times. It's probably going to be the end of the theater.
Now, well, I'm gonna go see that newer movie called Nobody. That one's coming out in theaters, and I'm thinking I might go watch that in theater just because I miss the theater so much.
Okay, let's see what that is. Oh, that's the guy from Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And it looks like a legit action movie too, so I'm all about it.
You know, Bob Odenkirk doesn't really scream action hero to me, so
I think that's kind of the point of the movie, though.
yeah, just like I mean, the original Die Hard basically killed that, big bulked up action star. I mean, you got Bruce Willis, who's just your every normal man, and that's why it did so well, I think.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and even now with Keanu Reeves isn't like the most physically intimidating guy, but watching like the John Wick movies.
yeah, Die Hard is one of my favorite movies, and it kind of, even before Die Hard, Beverly Hills Cop, where it was just like your normal everyday guy, and it kind of killed off like the Conan and the Cobra and that type of architectural movie where it's this big bulky fucking, because I mean, look at the kind of cops that you deal with nowadays. It's not, they don't look anything like that. So Beverly Hills Cop and Die Hard were really great with doing that. So I think a John Wick and a Nobody works because they kind of destroyed that back in the day. Don't get me wrong, I love Expendables where that's all that it is, but and Christopher Lloyd's in this, so that's awesome too.
Big meaty men just hammering meat.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember loving all those movies, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, and Schwarzenegger, Stallone, and even to a lesser degree the fucking Jeff Speaksman, I think, who did all those weird karate movies.
Oh yeah, I think I enjoyed Steven Seagal movies more like the recent one when he's all like fat and bloated.
He did, I think, Cradle to the Grave with DMX, and then that was like the last you heard of it, but he's actually had like 20 movies with him and DMX in it. It's like,
really?
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day because it was on, I think it was Pluto TV or Crackle or something, all the free movies, and he's got so many movies where him and DMX are in it. Like, they made friends when they were in Cradle to the Grave, and then it just went from there.
I want to see him, but like, there's a part of me that's like, why would you put yourself through that?
Yeah, I went to I went to Cradle to the Grave when it came out, and I was just like, okay, Steven Seagal, there you go. I think he probably peaked with Under Siege, so
yeah,
I don't think anything after that.
Well, it's nothing after that, but like, it got to the point where we're like, okay, we kind of get it. You're tall, grumbling man who breaks people's necks.
Yeah, and forgive me, I said Cradle to the Grave. I meant Exit Wounds. Cradle to the Grave was with Jet Li, so yeah. Anyway, not that anyone gives a shit, but there's somebody that's like, oh, you got it wrong. Actually, it was Exit Wounds. Exit Wounds in 2001. So okay.
They are, besides the U.S., the majority of our listeners are in Australia right now, and I'm pretty sure they don't know what movies are.
Yeah, they're too busy fighting for survival day in, day out, because like 80% of their country tries to kill them. Everything in there.
Yeah. Like, like it's always on fire and covered in spiders. That's kind of how I think Australia is.
Yeah. And like it's all jungle on the unless you live on the coast, you live in the mainland, it's all snakes and alligators and shit. Or I'm sorry, crocodiles. Cuz Paul Hogan. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I've always wanted to go to Australia, but I guess everyone just
No.
kind of lives on the coast and that's the end of it because everything else will
Yeah.
kill you when you go mainland.
I don't.
It's like,
Sorry to our Australian listeners. I have no urge to visit that country.
okay. Well,
The first time I see a spider bigger than me, I will flip the fuck out and get right back on that plane.
and that too. Those
The
fucking
what?
wolf spiders and shit.
Yep.
What's that island that's just snakes? It's like, where's that at? I
Australia.
forget. Is it Australia? Australia is the
It's called
island.
Australians. Australia's the island.
Yeah, fuck that. I think it's in Costa Rica. I don't know where Snake Island is, but yeah, nobody goes there. There's like eight snakes per square meter. Eight deadly snakes.
Uh,
Yeah, so that's fun. I'd much rather go to Cat Island, but that's just me. It's in Brazil. Snake
I
Island is in
honestly,
Brazil.
I honestly think you're more likely to die on Cat Island.
Probably. Those cats can get fucking mean if they want to, especially if they're
I
all
know.
feral like that. Just because they're small don't mean they can't take you down. They have numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how dogs do it.
Yeah, fuck that. Especially and chows. They just wait till you turn your back and then they bite your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Anyway. So yeah, Snake Island is 106 acres of pure fucking snakes.
Oh,
Yeah. It's the second
I
most
mean, like
dangerous place in the world.
right behind Australia.
Well, yeah, Australia just in general. North Sentinel Island is considered the first. I don't know why we're going off on this tangent, but
I don't. I don't know. Uh, I'd rather visit Snake Island though because I could deal with snakes. It's spiders I don't like.
okay, so North Sentinel Island, the number one most dangerous place in the world, it's because there's indigenous people who have voluntarily isolated themselves.
Oh, are those? Yeah, those are the people who like all those.
Sentinelese.
All those missionaries are like, I'm gonna go bring the word of God over there. Oh God, they're shooting arrows at me.
Yeah, they're. Yeah.
It's like like it's like the first episode of American Gods
Oh, yeah.
where the one guy goes out to try to say hi and they just fill his ass full of arrows.
Yeah, I remember seeing footage not too long ago, like somebody was flying over and they're fucking throwing spears and shit at the chopper.
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah,
why the
leave them alone.
yeah, they want to be left alone. Just don't. There's no reason for you to fucking go over there.
Those are your two most dangerous places in the world, and three is Australia, just Australia in general.
Just yeah. I am not convinced that Mad Max Fury Road wasn't just a documentary.
I think it was. I know the first one was pretty damn close, the original Mad Max.
Yeah,
But anyway, good stuff. I need to
Tom
make
Hardy
another
just-
one of those.
they really do.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. More Mad Max, please. Or something comparable, at least. I love those post-apocalyptic movies.
I do, and there's not enough of them.
Yeah, I mean, there was a big rash of them for a while, but then it kind of died off, so.
Oh, like not newer ones. Like, did you ever see Book of Eli with Denzel Washington?
Yes, I did like that
That
one.
one's good. That one's really good.
If you're good, like, dug deep in the genre, Prayer of the Roller Boys and Solar Babies.
I don't know those ones now.
So Solar
Oh, look.
Babies is, okay, so here we go. You ready for it? Solar Babies is like the only other movie that the guy that played Michael in The Lost Boys was known for. And it's basically, instead of gas, it's water. They have no water, and it's in the future.
The one time I wish V was here so you guys could fucking talk about Lost Boys.
Yeah, it's funny because Solar Babies, like, it has Jason Patrick, who played Michael in The Lost Boys. It's got Jamie Gertz, who played Star in The Lost Boys, and it's they just took all the characters and all the people and they put them in this other movie. So, we got V chime in. Okay, that's you. All right, so all right, took a little pause there for the cause. So we both had to piss. Sorry, guys, you didn't want to hear that, really.
Hey, the thing is, my brand new mic has a mute button, but Big V's not here, so I can't just mute it and sneak away while you guys talk about fucking Lost Boys.
Why do you hate Lost Boys, you son of a bitch?
No, I don't hate it. You and my wife have made me fucking, my eyes just glaze over whenever you guys just fucking go on and on and on about it.
Okay, I understand. It's like anything about Westeros and I just tune out.
Exactly.
But we all got our thing, but whatever. So, anyway, what else we got here? Get back in the swing of things.
They're giving Miles Morales his own Clone Saga, apparently.
Oh, God.
I cannot wait.
Why? Why the fuck would you do something that failed and go back and try and do it again with something that is barely hanging on by a thread as it is?
I don't know, but I'm interested to see how hard it falls.
Yeah, I mean, they finally released that fucking X-Men bullshit where it was like all the X-Men like sidekicks where they're, oh hey, we have all original characters, all right. Age of X something, I don't know what the fuck it was called, but it's basically like gender swapped and race swapped versions of all the X-Men. So and they gave, instead of Gambit, it's Gimmick.
Gimmick.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
A mutant professional wrestler?
Yeah, that, I guess, but I don't know why the hell they did that. So the one that never made it out is the New Warriors. They were talking about that right around the same time as the X-Men, and that's with Snowflake and Safe Space. And then they got a Clone Saga, which is probably regarded as one of the worst stories in Spider-Man lore.
Nah, not one of the worst. It is the worst.
Well, there's Brand New Day, or there's a New Day, and there's the one where fucking they retconned Gwen Stacy getting pregnant by Norman Osborn and having those twins.
I think that one was just weird.
Yeah, they do some weird shit. Or the one where Aunt May was a fucking swinger, but we could go.
That one happened. No, I still think the Clone Saga was still. Brand New Day was bad, but like Clone Saga was kind of just not great. Ooh, there was that arc they did where Mary Jane died because of Peter Parker's radioactive semen.
Yeah, there's that one. That's like an Elseworlds future possibility kind of one. But yeah, they've got some bad ones out there. But the Clone Saga is probably the one that they put the most effort into, and it lasted the longest, as far as switching out Peter Parker for Ben Reilly and all that shit. But probably regarded as one of the worst long-term story arcs of all time.
It was like, oh, it's Peter Parker. Oh no, but it's really Ben Reilly. And then it's back to, oh no, it was Peter Parker the whole time.
Yeah. So let's see how they pull that off with Miles Morales. See if they can do it better.
I doubt it.
Yeah, me too. So, hey, if you come across a Spider-Man 101 in your journeys, let me know.
Okay.
Decent shape, You're the comic finding guy.
Apparently.
Yeah. But, alright, so we got that, I guess. Pierce Brosnan's been cast as Dr. Fate.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I remember that. That'll look good. I think it'll be good. I like Pierce Brosnan. I think he'll make a great Dr. Fate.
Yeah, actually, I'm not upset with this at all. It's unfortunately it's going to be in Black Adam, but
yeah, which I'm guessing is a movie made entirely out of still images from what we've seen.
Yeah, it's the Mortal Kombat cutscene or the end scene. So. But I mean, it's cool to bring out certain characters from the lore of DC Comics that haven't gotten anything yet. Um, yeah, Doctor Fate's cool. I
But
like.
isn't as I say, isn't Doctor Fate really the only guy who could like go toe to toe with Superman?
Yes, because Superman is susceptible to magic. So
Which automatically gives him cool points in my book.
yeah, so Doctor Fate and Zatanna and a couple other magic users. They're not real big. I mean, they are, but it's not real popular with DC. The magic people. I
Yeah.
mean, you got Constantine, who in reality, which is weird, as far as comic books go, he could fuck Superman up pretty bad. Some fucking half drunk schlub in a trench coat could like cause problems for Superman.
A super rich Batman or a half drunk schlub.
Yeah, I love that half drunk schlub. He's such a jerk. He is.
Yeah,
He is the Zack Winters of DC Comics.
Yeah, I was gonna say you won't find any shock with this, but when we had him for comic book club, I kind of fell in love with him.
So I can relate. You're like, oh fuck. Yeah.
He's just like me, only British.
Yeah. The movie that they did with Keanu Reeves was quite of a departure from the actual source material.
See, like if I had read the comic books before I watched the movie, I'd be mad about it. But I read the I watched the movie first, and then when they did the Constantine show, I'm just like, why is he a British guy?
Yeah. That's the funny thing too, is a lot of these times when they put out this comic, put out a comic movie, nobody knows where it came from for the most part. I mean, people in general, and it brings them to the comics. So if that's the way it works out, that's cool, because then you got more comic fans. It doesn't get canceled. But some people are like, this isn't Keanu Reeves. The guy looks like Sting from the Police. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
I've always said the more comic fans we got, the happier I am to share this thing that I used to get bullied for liking.
yeah, so funny how things change, and you used to get bullied and made fun of and all this, and now it's like a multi-billion-dollar business.
Now it's yeah.
Remember that fucking X-Men #1 came out when I was in elementary school. Yes, I'm old, but
Yeah.
the #1
We've
selling
established
comic
this.
book of all fucking time. So yeah, crazy shit.
Is that one where Beast was just a fat dude?
No, not the original X-Men. When I am not that old. I meant the
Ah,
reboot series from the 90s.
You know what? It wouldn't have shocked me.
Well, I mean, what the fuck? How fuck old do you think I am?
I figured you were like in your 50s or something.
Jesus, dude. You have a bad judge of fucking character.
With the way you walk, I figured it was just like in the low 50s.
Well, okay. I walk fine. What the fuck? Are you fucking making up shit now? Jesus, man. No, I'm talking about.
Like you walk. You walk
let's
like
hear it. Keep going.
you walk like if Paul Moonshine had to take a dump.
What the fuck? All right. So yeah, the original X-Men was in 1963. You think I'm that fucking old?
Yeah.
That's just like your opinion, dude.
Well, don't start on this shit. We'll be here for another fucking 2 hours.
Yeah. Anyway. And I'm talking about the 91 X-Men.
Was it Pa who were giving shit for looking like Smokey?
Oh, yeah, we were talking shit. You look like Smokey from fucking Big Lebowski. Marking an 8.
Helmet, Pa!
Paul, marking an 8. He doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
He's just looking at us, and we're just laughing because he's fucking stoned out of his mind and having a diabetes attack.
Oh, yeah, that was scary. I didn't know if we were going to bring that up or not, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, he has low blood sugar and had a little bit of an incident at the show, but he's fine now.
Yeah. He was
Now that
stumbling
he's fine,
around
we
the
can laugh
ring.
about it.
I'm just like, Paul, what's the matter? He's like, oh, it's the ring's real bouncy. I can't get good footing. I was like, okay. And then he gets out of the ring and he's still doing the same thing. I'm like, Paul, we're on solid ground. What the fuck's wrong?
You need to fucking sit down.
Oh, fine, goddamn, leave me alone. Oh shit, here we go. So yeah, it was fun. Dealing with Pa. So yeah, I mean, that was good times too.
No, yeah.
Dr. Fate, Pierce Brosnan. I mean, is there any B or C tier character from DC that you'd like to see show up in something?
I've said it many times on this show. I was always wanting to see Deacon Blackfire.
He was in Arrow, wasn't he?
I don't watch those shows.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
I just want to see a decent Zatanna.
Yeah.
Anyway. What else we got? Fuck. I'm looking at my thing here. Batwoman recast Cassandra Kane. So they had Ruby Rose as the lead actress. She wanted to quit, so they put in the new Batgirl and then Batwoman, sorry, and then they're bringing back Ruby Rose's original character or some shit. That's more of a Big V kind of thing because he's all into that crap.
Yeah, he's the one who dives deeper into that.
How's that Arrowverse? Let me tell you.
Deeper.
Did you watch Fastlane?
Just the part that matters.
Yeah. So the big thing, basically, you have an entire pay-per-view for basically a 5-minute segment to bring back the Fiend. It was, but I like that. I watched it on Peacock because as I was watching it on the WWE Network, it shut off my fucking subscription.
Oh, cool.
So that was like the cutting off point for your subscriptions on WWE Network was fucking Fastlane. And the thing that pisses me off the most about watching on Peacock that I hope they fix is you can't fucking pause it and you can't rewind it. So
for live TV?
For the live, yeah. So they treat it as a live broadcast, unlike WWE Network where you could like go back and forward. I got out. My wife wanted pizza, so she ordered pizza, and I went to go pick it up because it's like $10 cheaper if you go pick it up. And in the span of me going to pick it up, come back, the fucking Randy Orton Alexa Bliss match was over. I'm like, this is the only reason I watched this shit. So I tried to rewind it for like 20 minutes, and it wouldn't let me. And then the next day, I was able to catch that part. So
no.
Yeah. Anyway. But, so, we're getting shit for WrestleMania all sorted. Orton, The Fiend for sure.
Hopefully they fix up that costume a little bit.
Yeah. Some are saying that it wasn't even, not Rollins. Fuck.
Bray Wyatt.
Wyatt inside, yeah.
I could see it because it does look a little off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the Kane character, and it's just kind of like a reboot of Kane where it's like this unstoppable monster.
Yeah,
and he's like Jason now, like after they burned him, like after he stopped wearing the burlap sack and he got that fucking hockey mask where he still looked human but he had the hockey mask and it was cool. But then after that where they burned him and he just became fucking Kane Hodder and it would fuck everybody up. So he's now gone Kane Hodder on us, which is awesome.
Now he's Kane Hodder, which like I said before, he's always been kind of like a slasher monster, where like no matter what you throw at him, he'll keep coming back. He'll always keep doing the spider thing.
So I'm glad that he's back. That'll be the. Yeah, go for it.
It's always been a nice touch that like when they do the Firefly Funhouse segments and he's got the picture of all the people he's in back and they got X's over their eyes. Usually they go through some huge character change.
Yeah. That's kind of cool too, especially with Alexa Bliss now. I guess Alexa Bliss caught some shit from Randy Orton's wife for the way that she pinned him in the match.
Because she probably could have thought that out a little bit better. For those of you who don't know, Randy Orton was laid out and Alexa Bliss just kind of more or less straddles him.
Yeah. Which, I mean, who was really the loser in that match?
I'd pay money to be either one of those two.
Well,
Um, um,
okay.
and yeah, I could see kind of like both sides of this argument. Or that happened, and the Randy Orton's wife tweeted at Alexa Bliss, "You just fucked up, little girl."
Yeah.
And like there's the part where like, yeah, but it's just a show. Don't fucking get mad about it. But I'd be kind of a little mad about it. Or like, you could have done that a little differently.
Yeah. I mean, I get like she's like this weird little girl kind of, I don't know. There's so many things that you could take it so many different, that's wrong, kind of scenarios. But I mean, I didn't think much of it, but I guess Randy Orton's wife did. So, but which is weird because I ran into a similar situation with my wife, and my wife doesn't give a fuck. She's like, I think you should have some kind of weird girlfriend thing with your wrestling, like as Darkness should have a creepy girlfriend, because I think it would be good for your character. I was like, oh, okay. Because they had tried to auction me off one time in another promotion as like, yeah, I couldn't figure it out either, but I showed up at the show and they informed me of this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, we did a raffle, and because I wasn't Darkness, I'm not going to talk about it because it was a dark time in my life.
Oh, but, was that when you were the redneck gimmick?
Yeah. So.
Wow, that I saw a picture of it. It's unsettling to look at.
It is, isn't it? I wasn't too happy, but whatever.
You don't look like it.
Yeah, well, I was face. I had to try and be a nice guy. So, but they tried to auction me off to like for a raffle, like to get a kiss from Dirkness Tucker, and
Dirkness Tucker.
Dirkness, yeah, Dirkness. So. And I was like, I don't know if I'm okay with this. I don't, I called my wife and I told her what was going on, just laughing about it. She's like, oh, cool. So who'd you kiss? I was like, what? I was like, we haven't done it. I'm not going to do it. She's like, you should. I was like, oh, okay.
Is that when you worked with Jim Cornette?
Oh, I never worked with Jim Cornette. Why? Did you?
Oh, you didn't hear that story? You never heard that story going on?
No. What is that?
Jim Cornette's a cuck.
Oh, okay. It's funny how often that comes up in the wrestling business.
Yeah, he likes to watch his wife fuck other workers.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And there's a rumor that Randy Orton was one of them.
Wow. You're getting your push today, kid.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it's as interesting. I never knew that. So.
Oh, I'm upset that I know it, though.
Yeah, that's kind of upsetting in a way too.
Because I don't want to watch. I don't want to be laying pipe and as see Jim Cornette in the corner janking off.
Can you imagine? Fucking using his tennis racket and smacking himself in the ass.
He's got a fucking can of Sprite in the other hand.
Well, it looks like this is going to be a wonderfully dark episode because
looks like it.
We haven't heard shit from V. So we may as well get into Comic Book Club.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so I hadn't read this. I just saw it and I was like, oh, I'll get this and I'll read it later. But it's Vampire State Building. I think it's from Image. It's got the guy who did the artwork for The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and it was definitely his artwork.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh, The Walking Dead's in color, awesome, okay. But it was good. I wasn't like it wasn't anything super crazy special, but
that's kind of how I felt about it. Some of it was kind of confusing for me. Like, is this a series or just a one-off?
Yeah, it was just a story.
Okay.
Just one-off kind of trade paperback. I think it came out, and it might have been a couple of issues. I don't know. But basically what it is they are refurbishing the Empire State Building, and they come across like this sealed kind of tomb inside the building up on the 70th floor. And inside is an ancient vampire that is basically, I don't know how it's a fucking vampire when they bite somebody, they become a vampire. And it's more zombies that they just called vampires.
That's something that kind of really just rubbed me the wrong way. Where like, yeah, they just bite them and suddenly they're vampires. I'm like, save something for us zombie lovers.
Yeah, I mean they basically could have just supplemented it with it being zombies, like to have some kind of super zombie up on the 70th floor, and you would have gotten the same fucking story. I don't know why they use
Yeah,
vampires, other than they were susceptible to fire, but I mean so are zombies, so fuck it.
yeah,
But I mean it was cool. It was like reading a horror movie. So um, there's a couple of kids in there that were they're having a going away party and they get stuck in the building, and it's basically how they get out or don't get
yeah,
out, depending on if you read it or not.
yeah. It's very fucking. I almost want to say like 80s horror movie esque
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was
with
gonna
the
say.
setup and with the setup and with how everything's handled.
It's like if Die Hard had a baby with the Lost Boys, but no, I don't know why That's the first vampire movie that came to my mind. I can't.
What if Die Hard have babies with 30 days of night? Thank you.
There you go. 30 Days a Night. That would have been better. But yeah, it's like those kind of
There
vampires.
there are other vampire movies out there.
I know a lot of them, but that's just the first one that always comes to my mind because it's fucking show. So yeah, I mean, Near Dark was a good vampire movie. Blade's good, but
Uh,
they were more like bestial vampires than they were uh, suave kind of vampires.
those are the best vampires.
Oh yeah, yeah, like fucking Dracula and shit. He's talking dirty to you.
Is there?
Get the ladies wet.
Oh, the vampires getting that pussy wet.
Yeah, there you go. But I liked it. It was not super great or anything, but for a one-off story, it was decent. So
Hmm.
it was nice to see the guy that did all the Walking Dead do something else. But it was basically the
Yeah,
same thing.
I've been a fan of his artwork. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that was it. Who's picking this week? Is it supposed to be V?
I thought it was me.
You? Fuck it then. Fuck V.
Fuck it.
Oh yeah, it is
Um,
because he did the Batman Shadow.
yeah. See, don't take this away from me.
No, no, no. What you got?
I'm venturing out of my comfort zone for this one.
Uh oh.
Uh,
It's something that's not published by Image?
yes,
Uh oh. What do you got?
something that's not published by Image, something I haven't read before, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about. Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1 by Boom
Ah,
Studios.
okay. I have heard of this one, and
I've
I
been
have
hearing
not read
a
it.
lot of it about it, and like the first issues are going for pretty high, so I kind of want to check it out. And this gives me the perfect opportunity to do that.
There you go. All right. Something is Killing the Children from Boom Studios for next week's comic book club. And yeah, I got nothing fucking else. We got Sign Guy's
Yeah.
question. That's it.
Oh yeah, let's do that because that one I was kind of interested in.
Yeah, he gave us a good one after 4 week hiatus, I guess. Um, let's see what we got. The actual wording of it. Basically, what he says is, what horror movie would you like to see? What would do the best if it was recut as a comedy? So, let's try to find
Because he sent me, what he sent me? He sent me the link to. I think he stole this idea because he sent me the link to someone did if Mrs. Doubtfire was cut as a horror movie.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen that. They cut it as it was a horror movie trailer.
Yeah.
Which horror movie do you think would be most successful if it were recut into a comedy? So it's basically taking the Mrs. Doubtfire horror one and flipping it around. Let's see. I had jokingly mentioned that the Human Centipede, if they recut that and made that into a comedy and like cue the Benny Hill music, so yeah, I mean, seeing them like in fast motion crawl around the yard, but
Jesus.
Yeah. And don't ever watch The Human Centipede if you got a weak stomach. I don't know if anyone's done that or not.
Cannibal Holocaust.
As a comedy?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I mean,
I don't know how. I don't have anything to follow that. I don't.
want to throw out a disturbing movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turn Salo 120 Days of Sodom into a rom-com. Not even a word from Zach on that one.
I got nothing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of horror movies that are underlying comedies. I mean, a lot of the Evil Dead, Army of Darkness for sure. Chucky, Child's Play.
Turn the thing into a slapstick comedy.
Yeah. Just have people falling down and shit. And I fell face first into his guts. Oh, splatter. Yeah.
Every time somebody's head explodes, you just put in the boing.
Just recut it with like cartoon soundtrack behind it.
Yeah.
That could work.
Genius.
Our idea. We patent it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on
the courthouse.
I'm gonna get the phone going. Talk to my patent lawyer. You want to see what?
Somebody recut Dumb and Dumber as a horror movie, so I gotta watch that later.
Okay. What movie that's been a comedy is pretty fucking dark that you're like, okay, this isn't okay. Like, how could you make a comedy out of this?
Have you seen the fucking Cable Guy recently?
That's a sociopathic. That's like right on par with like single white female and shit.
I'll put what's his name? Chip Jim Carrey's character in that.
Oh yeah.
I'll put him right up there with like Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver or the narrator in Fight Club.
Yeah. Chip Douglas.
Chip Douglas.
But he kept using different TV show names. That was his whole thing.
Yeah, so we don't really know what his name was.
Yeah, he is just so fucking yeah, crazy ass guy. So, my three sons, Chip Douglas. Chip Douglas. Oh, Billy. Oh, yeah. You trying to get me killed? That was great stuff.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, besides Ferris Bueller, that's probably Matthew Broderick's best role. Just, what are you doing? Let's play parental poon prognostication. No, I'm not playing that with my mom. It's good stuff.
You can't say vagina around your mom.
Yes. Anyway. All right. Well, I think we're done. What do you think?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Sorry or you're welcome for not having V on the show, depending on how you feel. And
everybody wants V on the show.
I know. That's just giving V shit. He's not even listening anymore, so.
He gave up.
Yeah. You just gotta figure out his phone. Take off those restrictions on it. Don't get your cell phone with a fucking Walmart plan and you should be fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Straight talk isn't good, trust me. Yeah, so hit us up at Dark Asylum Pod on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook, Dark Asylum Pod. Send us questions. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what pisses you off so we can do it even more, because that's how we do.
Yes.
And sorry for not being able to cover Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Zach didn't watch it, and V wasn't here, so
I legitimately thought it was out tomorrow.
Well, see, that's cool for you because you get to watch two of them back to back now.
Yeah, now I do. Buy my shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/The Chosen One Zach Winners. This weekend they were doing a 20% off sale. Just enter the code Dynamite when you check out, and you'll get 20% off my shirts.
Nice.
So give me money.
Do you have to eat that fucking discount, or is it the company?
I'm pretty sure I have to.
Well, that's bullshit, but okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but I sold a few shirts actually when I posted the sale on Facebook. So I'm kind of curious to see how that will come out.
Oh, nice. If you're interested in any of the Freak Show or Dark Asylum or Darkness shirts, just go on Amazon and look up Dark Designs, and you'll find those. And yeah, that's yeah.
If you go to Image Comics and order comics off of there, enter the code The Chosen One with the number 1 for 50% off your order, and then I get a little bit of that. That's not true. Don't do that.
We need to get Amazon sponsorship so we can just link it to all the shit that we read.
Yes.
So, but yeah, there you go. Stay safe out there and buy our shit and send us questions. Let us know how you're doing. We're getting all kinds of countries jumping on this crazy wagon here. So
the worldwide phenomenon that is our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy, guys, and we'll talk to you next week. So, for Wonderful Zach Winters.
Yeah.
For Big Vicious. Let's go. I am Darkness, and the Asylum is closed.